Welcome to my channel, ladies. This is Diane Tuggle from the Happy Scrapbooker. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Eastern United States. Today I'm here to make an Easter card. It could be Easter or a spring card. And this is a fun fold box card. It folds flat that way or that way. And it does fit into an envelope perfectly to mail. And if you just use regular glue instead of dimensionals or the 3D foam, it doesn't make it too thick and it will mail perfectly. What I do is I cut out a blank piece of paper the size of the card and just set it in the envelope to protect it. And it's just like mailing a letter to somebody. So I'll show you the products that I used. This is a very, very cold day here in West Virginia. It's 7 degrees, I believe. And it's Monday, January the 20th, 2025. And so the stamp sets that I'm going to use, they are retired stamp sets, but they're just from last year. So you might have them in your stash, and they are Close to My Heart ones. As you know, Close to My Heart closed its doors. And not because they were doing poorly, but because their owner was ready to retire. And they sold a lot of their product to Stampin' Up! And Stampin' Up! Offered the consultants from Close to My Heart a really good deal to become demonstrators for Stampin' Up! But we can still use the Close to My Heart products, and we have a few new ones in the Stampin' Up! Line that are close to my heart. It's confusing, I know, but trust me, we do. And so we're going to use this today. And if you really want to make this and you do not have it, the stamp set, just shoot me a message and I'll stamp and cut some of these bunnies for you, and chickens and whatever you need to make the card. And I'll stick it in the mail to you, no charge. So this is Spring Bunnies, and I'm using Have a Lovely Easter from it. And then this one is just chicken, and we're using the chicks and die cuts to make that. And this card is a fun fold card. So the dimensions of this are 11.5 inches by 4 inches. And you're going to score down the middle of it this way, 2 inches. And then you're going to score, I believe it's 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches. And then 3.5, 2, and it ends up 3.5. And you'll have a little tab here left over. And you're going to cut into these score lines right here and fold them down. And this makes a box. Now I have some tear tape on here, and that's how I'm going to adhere it together, just like that. And then it will fold flat in either direction. You can make it where the back of the box folds all the way down, but I liked to reinforce the back of mine to make it sit up because I want the little chicks to show. So what I used was just a piece of cardstock on the back of it where you're going to write your message, and that just reinforces that and keeps that up so that it goes like this. So I'm going to sit down at the desk here, and I'm going to glue some pieces together. and show you how it goes together. It also has two little bridges that go on the inside of it. That's what these guys are hooked on. And see, it folds in either direction. There, that's the bridge. Hope I'm in camera. There I am. And so I've made a couple of them today. So it's dead of winter here, so we're looking forward to spring. So what I'm gonna do, this is my front side, so this is my back. So I'm using, I think it's called Flirty Flamingo cardstock. And I'm going to put it right here to reinforce the back of my card. Try to leave a even border around. I got glue on my fingers. You don't want your, if you do get glue somewhere and you want it to not be tacky, this is a embossing buddy. It's got cornstarch in the bag, and you just go over the glue, the part that you messed up, and it takes the sticky away. So I'm also going to put, I don't know why there's a crooked line in there. I'm going to put this piece of grass down here. The grass is actually a long die. It's about 8.5 inches long. And then I got from Amazon a couple of years ago, and I use this one constantly because we don't have anything like that. And I can cut it to the length that I want. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I don't know. I might have it packed. I believe I have it packed because I'm getting ready to go for a scrapbooking weekend. And I have it packed, but it's a long die. It actually has two pieces, so it makes a, like goes up from 2 inches down to 1 inch grass, and it's wavy. See the different, this is all like one piece, and I just cut it up. And there's two of them in there. So we're going, I think this is the one I was going to use. I'm going to put this down here. I think that needs to be trimmed off just a smidge. Bring it back. A little more glue right there. So that is the back. And for the back, we're going to add this little chicken here. And I'm going to color him real quickly so you can see. And I'm using Spectrum Noir alcohol ink markers. And we're just going to color this guy. I think my pen is getting low on ink. That's why it's squeaking. But these markers, they have 3 shades in one pen. So you can darken certain areas, shade, and blend. And then we're gonna use the orange, and we're gonna, I don't know why people always color ducks and chickens' feet orange, because they're not orange. But I guess in our minds they are. So he's gonna get that. And then I'm gonna use this is pale ice blue. And just color his shell that he's cracked out of. And I might shade that just a little bit. On the end that he's cracked out. Okay, so we're going to glue him right here on the back. And I'm going to cut it where? Can you see that? Yeah. I'm just going to tidy that one up just a little. And that one just a little. And remember, we're not using dimensionals because this card is a couple layers of cardstock thick, so we don't want to make it too thick to mail. So we're just gluing him on there. On my other one, I colored the chicken green. But that's the back. Now we're gonna do these pieces right here. So I'm going to be using the light side of Flirty Flamingo cardstock and put that right there. And let me show you the difference. Here's the dark side and the light side. So I'm using the light side. I need one more. For this section. And then I have right side, the little sections. And these are just a 1/4 inch smaller than these squares, and the squares are 2 by 2, so they're 1 3/4. And this one is 3 by 1 by 2, so it's 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. So they go there. Now you can stop right there, or you can add some of our printed paper. Got that one with the butterflies, or we have this one with the clouds, and that's what I'm going to put behind my chickens. And all this paper is from my stash from Close to My Heart. So use up what you have at home, ladies. So I think I'm going to do butterflies. That plaid is pretty too. Making sure I'm still in camera here. And this is the plaid. These butterflies don't have a direction, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So now we're going to turn this. I'm going to add a little wet glue right there. So I didn't have quite wide enough piece of tear tape. Take that tear tape off. And it's folded in. Can you see that's the tab? It's just folded in. Then you're just going to fold this in half and line it up. Line it up evenly, Diane. try to do something on camera and it don't work out. We'll lay it this way and line it up. There we go. So we lined it up and it's stuck together, and these flaps hang down. That was my doorbell that went off. Sorry. So the chicks come like this when you stamp them. There's 4 of them. And 4 of them is just a little too wide for our box. So I decided which one, the dogs are barking at deer, I reckon, which one I wanted to cut off, which was this one. So I just trimmed it off with my scissors, and I colored my little chicks with like Easter colors, like they do, like they dye the little chicks in the farm stores at Easter time. Anyway, I just add a little more pink to that one, and we're going to put him. I'm going to put him down here. You don't want them sticking above, because it fits just right into the envelope. So they can go down in right there. And go right there like that. So there's your chicks. Okay, so here are our little bridges. And the bridge is, let's see, it's 5 inches by 3/4 of an inch, and it's scored on each end at 3/4 of an inch. So there's a score here and a score here. And what I'm going to do is one side at a time. You put a little glue on it. You're going to put it down in the box and press it in place. And you don't want it to slide down. You want it up even with the... So this end's still loose over here. I have another one. Let me get one I don't have tear tape on. Okay. I like to use wet glue versus tear tape on it, because I have done them with the tear tape, but when they stick immediately. So with the wet glue, you got a little wiggle room to get it in place. Okay, we're going to turn it on its side. We're going to butt these. Can you see how they're... I don't know if you can see it. There you go. You can see how they're butted together, and there's a little space in front. Now we're going to turn it, and we're going to put glue on these loose ends and hold them in place. And you can wait till the other side's completely dry if you want to. But I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And I'm going to lay them down flat. Line them up and press them in place. So now you have 2 little bridges right there. And we're going to decorate those bridges in the rest of the card. So for the front of the card, I'm going to put have a lovely Easter, and that was from the stamp set Spring Bunnies. And I'm going to use just my regular black ink because I want it to really stand out. And I just cut a piece to fit in that section. It measures 1 by 3. So we're going to come back here. We're going to put it right in there. Actually, it's a little crooked on one end. I'm going to trim it just a little bit. I'm going to wing it with my scissors. Is that straight? Looks straight. So we're going to do liquid glue again. You could use a tape runner. You just don't want to do dimensionals here. So that's Have a Lovely Easter. And we got the chick right there. Now we need to put our grass and our eggs and our chicken on the little bridges. So you decide which one you want in front. I think I want that one in front. And it seems to be just smidge tight. So I want my eggs. Oh, the eggs. I didn't tell you about the eggs. It's a die set. I got off Amazon. It's just Easter eggs. And they have all sizes. And so this was the medium one. And then this was the, or maybe, I think there's like 6 in this set. I used the smallest one and maybe the third one up to make little eggs, and I cut it out of scraps of pastel colored glitter paper, and it is Stampin' Up! Glitter paper from about maybe 4 or 5 years ago that I've had in my stash. And so I want my eggs to be behind this grass, so I'm gonna put some glue right there, and then I'm gonna put glue on the little bridge. Can you see? So then I have one chick here that I haven't colored yet. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. So we'll go ahead and color his little body. I can't wait till spring because it's like 7 degrees here today. Tomorrow is going to be -7. So, and the next day is going to be like 11 degrees. So I'm ready for spring. And we have like 8 inches of snow on top of 21 inches of snow that we got the week before here in Upshur County, West Virginia. I think that little chick is so cute. We'll add some dark shading. In a couple places. Just follow what the artist put on there. So he's going to be on the outside of the grass this time, and the egg is going to be on the outside of the grass. So we're going to just add our grass to the back bridge. And you can just smash it flat like when it's going to be mailed. God, my grass got tangled up. And one of my little pieces of grass is bent a little bit. We're going to trim that off. Okay. So now we have 2 rows of grass, and I'm testing in between each thing, making sure we can fold it. And like I said, if you don't have this stamp set, I'll be happy to stamp and die cut these chickens for you and stick them in the mail. It only costs a postage stamp, so I'm not worried about a charge for it. And you can find me on Facebook groups at Diane Tuggle at the Happy Scrapbooker. And I have a private Facebook group. And we share all kinds of ideas there. And when you order from me, my website will be listed in the video description. And you order from me in January and February, I will send you either an Easter goodie or a Valentine goodie if you spend $50 with me. If you spend $60 with me, you can pick a free thing from our celebration catalog, which is going on right now. Let me see that. Celebration. Okay. Here is our spring, January through April catalog. It's got lots of pretty goodies in there. And then this is the free stuff. The January through February 2025 celebration. So there's for $60 you can get a stamp set, card kit, another kit, more stamp sets. And I love the toadstools, terrific toadstool, punch, paper, and stamp set. These are all free, ladies. I think this Dance With Me is adorable. This paper is beautiful. This, when you spend $120, this is the higher price range. This is a stamp set and matching die set. It is beautiful. And then you're getting free stuff. This is Corner Blooms, and it is polymer stamps. It's really pretty. It'd be beautiful on a scrapbook page too. See, there's one. And then we have a sign-up bonus. I did have a lady sign up last week, and you get free stuff from celebrations, and you also can get markers and a stamp set. So, and then you get your discount on top of everything if you sign up. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So let's add this little chick. Little chick is gonna get his feet glued, and he kind of goes kind of in between the pink and blue one there, like that. And then we're gonna put, let's see, I think we'll put a white egg or a green egg. A white egg. And just need a little glue on the bottom of that. And this egg is right here. It can tilt a little bit. Press it down. And then we're going to decorate the bottom here with a couple little eggs. Let's see, we'll use a green one. I love this egg die set. And like I said, I got it from Amazon. It was like maybe $4. And I use it a lot in springtime. So there is your card, completely finished. It folds like that and goes in your envelope. I'll show you the envelope. So it fits perfectly in the envelope. And like I say, I would put a plain white piece of paper in there and then put your card down inside the envelope. This is where you sign it. And that keeps it from when it goes through the stamping thing, it keeps everything from being bent. And you don't want that when you've made gone to all this trouble. And sometimes I'll stick a little note in there on a Post-it note and say this is a fun fold card. It's supposed to stand up like a little box so that the recipient, if they don't know me and they've never gotten a card from me before, they'll know what to do with it. Or if they're, they get it and they say, well, what do I do with this thing? You have to kind of explain it sometimes. Even though we know what to do with it, someone that isn't into crafts and stuff wouldn't. I don't think. Anyway, here's 3 of them. I'll put that up like that so you can see. And you can see I colored the chickens differently in each one. I got a purple, pink, and blue, and a blue, pink, and green. And the different color of printed paper. So I hope you'll try it. I hope you have a not too cold day like we're having. And I appreciate you watching. And don't forget, shoot me a message if you want the chickens. And if you need some eggs, I got plenty of scraps of glitter paper too. I can cut you some eggs. I'd be happy to. So have a good day.